Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving straight into Anand Vemula's framework for shifting your mindset from basic generative AI experimentation to engineering robust, scalable applications. If you're ready to stop just playing around with language models and start building real software, well, you're in exactly the right place.
All right, let's go ahead and shatter a huge myth right out of the gate. People often think building AI apps is just making a simple API call to a massive model. You send a prompt, you get an answer. That's what we call the prompting illusion. The reality actually demands a totally comprehensive architecture. The true equation is the model plus your prompt plus data, Python, architecture, evaluation, monitoring, and responsible AI. It's a massive shift from a single simple transaction to a fully managed ecosystem.
To actually make this jump, we've got to fundamentally shift our approach. It's time to step out of the browser window and start designing real, deployable solutions. It's literally the difference between sketching a really cool concept on a napkin and actually pouring the concrete foundation for a skyscraper. We need rigorous methodologies to harness these incredible AI capabilities effectively and securely.
Section 1. The real LLM equation, breaking down the true architecture of AI apps. So, how do we actually pull this off? Well, Python serves as the natural foundational glue here. It effortlessly ties the model, the data, and the architecture all together. Python's rich ecosystem, with its libraries for machine learning, data processing, and back-end development, makes it uniquely suited to handle the heavy lifting. It basically allows engineers to seamlessly connect a super powerful model to proprietary data sources without breaking a sweat.
Okay, so what does this actually look like in practice? Essentially, you have to treat prompt engineering as core application design, not just a quick hack. Whether you're building a QA app or an interactive chatbot, you've got to manage complex context windows so the AI remembers what was said, force structured outputs so your code can actually read the responses, and, perhaps most painfully, debug erratic LLM behavior. All of this while keeping a super close eye on performance, latency, and cost.
Section 2. Engineering the application. The life cycle of an LLM project. Here is the actual procedural flow of an LLM project, and it is a highly structured journey. Step 1 is design, mapping out your prompts and overarching architecture. Step 2 is debugging, and trust me, these non-deterministic models will definitely surprise you with their outputs. Step 3 is optimize for performance. And finally, Step 4 is deploying from a localized prototype to a live production environment. Skip a single step, and yeah, your application is eventually going to break.
Section 3. Prototype to production, scaling your solutions responsibly.
Now, moving an application from a simple local prototype into production, that introduces a whole new universe of engineering challenges. I mean, it's one thing to get an AI to write a summary on your laptop. It's entirely another beast to have it reliably process thousands of complex customer queries a minute on a remote server. You can't just deploy it and walk away. Successfully scaling requires this rigorous, constant balancing act, reducing latency so users aren't left hanging, managing API costs so you don't accidentally bankrupt your department, and ensuring system scalability so you don't crash during traffic spikes. It's a continuous, never-ending optimization loop.
And here's something absolutely crucial as you scale up. Responsible AI is not some afterthought you just tack on to the end of a project. No way. It has to be baked directly into your engineering process from day one. You've got to engineer for reliability, lock down your endpoints, and fiercely protect user privacy and data security across the entire pipeline. Building robust apps that users can genuinely trust is simply non-negotiable.
Which really brings us to Anand Vemula's most impactful point in his framework. The real opportunity is to turn generative AI capabilities into working, scalable applications that solve meaningful problems. That hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? We are here to use AI to solve actual business and real-world problems. We aren't just building parlor tricks anymore. The tech is incredibly powerful for sure, but its true lasting value is only unlocked through disciplined, thoughtful engineering.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a bit of a thought exercise. When you go back and evaluate your own AI projects moving forward, take a really close look at your architecture and ask yourself, are you just prompting or are you truly engineering? The future absolutely belongs to those who build, structure, and scale robust systems. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope this framework helps you build some incredible LLM applications.